Good morning, everybody, and welcome to this morning's winter weather update. So, Winter Storm Orzelle is already bringing major impacts to the west, and opening up with the National Weather Service's watches, warnings, and advisories map. Winter storm warnings continue across northwest California through southwestern, west central Oregon, and northwestern Washington in the pink areas. We have winter storm warnings in northern Idaho, northeastern Oregon, southeastern Washington, southeastern Idaho, including the Boise area, into western Wyoming, including Yellowstone National Park, southern Montana, northeastern Nevada, and Washoe County, Nevada, including Reno and Carson City. And just to the west of that, we have some blizzard warnings that have been issued for the Sierra Nevada mountains of California for 5 to 10 feet of snow, winds gusting between 75 and 100 miles per hour, and whiteout conditions. So make sure you're taking this blizzard warning very seriously if you live in the Sierras of California. We have winter weather advisories in the purple areas, west of Portland, Salem, and Eugene in Oregon, central Idaho, southwestern Montana, north central Nevada, some in the Texas Panhandle as well. And then looking at our wind alerts, we have wind advisories across northeast Washington, eastern Oregon, northwest California, central Nevada, western Utah, central Idaho, western Montana in the light tans, more serious high wind warnings across southeastern Oregon, northwestern Nevada, southwestern and northeastern Idaho, western Wyoming or western Montana in the yellowish tans, and then we have high wind watches across south central Nevada, southeastern California, northwestern Arizona in the darker tan colors, including Las Vegas. And I forgot to mention, we have some winter storm watches in south central Nevada, some winter storm watches around Salt Lake City, Utah in the Wasatch Mountains, and some flood watches in southwestern Washington as well. Fire weather warnings continue across Nebraska, Kansas, Missouri, and Iowa, and we even have some wind advisories across southwest Maine, New Hampshire, and some lake effect snow warnings across central New York State. So taking a look at the current radar this morning, we have snow moving across the mountains of Washington and Oregon in the Cascades, widespread heavy snow, and then we've been seeing on and off snow switching to rain and back to snow across areas like Portland, Salem, Eugene, and Medford, Oregon, and then heavy rain or light to moderate rain across eastern Washington as well, as our storm system pumps moisture onshore across the Pacific Northwest. This will continue to move to the east as we go through the day. So taking a look at the 12Z run of the HRRR model to time out our storm, rain and snow will continue across Washington and Oregon all day today, going through the evening, moving into Idaho and Montana, and then going into the overnight around 10 p.m. Pacific time. Rain will likely transition over to snow in areas like Portland down through Salem and Eugene and Medford, Oregon, possibly some snow in Seattle as well by 9 p.m. this evening Pacific time. And then going through the overnight, rounds of heavy snow will move across Oregon, Washington, Idaho, Montana, producing very heavy snow potentially in Portland, Oregon through the overnight hours, down through Salem, Eugene, Medford, up through Seattle and Everett, Washington. And then this will last pretty much all day on Friday. All day tomorrow, snow moving across Washington, Oregon, Northern California, into Idaho, Montana, western Wyoming, even into Saturday. We're really not seeing an end to the snow across the Pacific Northwest. And this is going to lead to some astronomical snowfall accumulations over the next 48 hours. We're looking at a good 2 to 6 feet of snow across the Cascades of Washington State and Oregon in mountainous areas of Montana, Idaho, and Wyoming. We're looking at a good 1 to 3 feet of snow in the mountainous areas as well. And then in the middle elevations, a good 2 to 8 inches of snow. And then looking at southwestern Oregon, northwestern California, feet of snow, 3 to 7 feet are going to be expected over the next 48 hours. Looking at some of the cities, looking at a good 3 to 5 inches of snow in Seattle, Washington, a good 3 to 6 inches of snow from Portland down through Salem, down through Eugene, And then looking down towards Medford, could be seeing a good 7 to 12 inches of snow over the next 48 hours. Across the foothills of western Washington and Oregon, we're looking at a good 1 to 3 feet of snow over the next 48 hours. So timing out the storm across California, rain will transition over to snow as we go through the day across northern California, with a brief period of sleet and freezing rain across the Sierras. And then as we go into Friday morning, tomorrow morning, around 7 a.m., heavy snow is going to be falling across northern California, and then the snow will spread to the east as we go through the day tomorrow. Heavy snow as we go into the noon hour Pacific time across California. Heavy snow in the Sierras moving into Reno and Carson City. And then this heavy snow will last all evening into tomorrow night and Saturday morning across Nevada, the Sierras of California, and Northern California, leading to astronomical snowfall accumulations for these areas as well. Once again, looking at a good 3 to 7 feet in the southern Cascades of northwestern California, and then looking at the Sierra Nevada mountains, man, we're looking at a good 5 to 10 feet of snow across the Sierra Nevadas. Combined with those strong winds, very dangerous conditions across the Sierras, and then even into the Reno Carson City area, you're looking at a good 7 to 12 inches of snow in the Reno Carson City area. So you're looking at a very potent snowfall event for your area as well. And finally, before ending the video, winds are going to be gusting between 50 and 75 miles per hour across portions of Oregon, Nevada, the Sierras of California, southwestern Idaho as we go through the day today, through the overnight, or through the evening rather. Winds are going to be gusting between 40 and 70 miles per hour in Nevada. Could be seeing winds gusting as high as 90 miles per hour east of Reno and Carson City this evening. And then as we go through the overnight, winds will subside tonight, and then winds will pick back up again tomorrow afternoon as we see winds gusting between 40 and 60 miles per hour once again across California and Nevada. And then the winds will last pretty much all evening and overnight tomorrow, and even Saturday morning. Still looking at winds gusting between 40 and 60 miles per hour in the mountains of Utah, Nevada, and California. So this is going to be a very high impact storm across the west. So make sure you're preparing for high winds, damaging winds, whiteout conditions, and feet of snow if you live across the west over the next several days. Thanks for watching this morning's winter weather update. Please stay safe and have a wonderful day, my friends.